Hi dear students, myself Deepak More, and today we are going to learn about mathematics of standard 7, lesson number 3. Name of the lesson is fraction. As we learned in the last video about the basic concepts of fraction, definition of a fraction, classification of a fraction, some examples to convert an improper fraction into a mixed fraction and mixed fraction into improper fraction. Then we learn about reducing a given fraction into its lowest term, and we learn about equivalent or equal fractions and simple and complex fractions. Now today is the time to learn about like and unlike fractions. So what is meant by like fractions? So we will define first of all. Like fractions are the fractions whose denominators are equal. For example, 3/8, 5/8, 7/8. So in this example, we can able to see that all the denominators are equal. So these are nothing but like fractions. Now, unlike fractions, we can able to define unlike fraction as the fraction whose denominators are not equal. That fractions we are calling as an unlike fractions. So examples are as such that 5/8, 8/7, 3/2. So such a fractions whose denominators are unequal or not same, we are calling as an unlike fraction. Now as we learn about like and unlike fraction, now it's time to learn about how to convert unlike fraction into like fraction. First of all, we will see the steps how to solve unlike fraction into like fractions. So the steps are as: find the LCM of the denominators of all the given fractions. For each given fraction, multiply its denominator by a suitable number so that the product obtained is equal to the LCM obtained in a step first. Multiply the numerator also by the same number, which one we are multiplying to the denominator to get a LCM. Now by using these steps, we will solve example. So the example is as 3/4, 3/5, 7/8 and 9/16. So these all fractions are unlike fractions. Now we have to convert unlike fractions into like fractions. So the step first is what? Find the LCM of denominator. So the denominators are 4, 5, 8 and 16. So to find out the LCM of the denominators, as I taught beginning of this lesson in the part first, how to find out the LCM of the values. By that same method, we will find out the values. So 4 ones are 4, 5 will be as it is 4 2s are 8 and 4 4s are 16. Now by taking any one value, we can able to divide to this any two numbers. Then 1 will be as it is, 5 will be as it is, 2 ones are 2 and 2 2s are 4. Again by taking any value, which one divide to these values, then 1 will be as it is, 5 ones are 5, 1 and 2 will be as it is. And at last the two remaining value, that is a 1, 1, 1 and 2 ones are 2. This is how we got the LCM. It is nothing but the multiplication of 4 into 2 into 5 into 2. So it is equals to 4 2s are 8 into 10, and the LCM we got, that is equal to 80. Now as we got the LCM, the second step is what? We have to convert all the denominators to its LCM, that is equal to 80. It means that we have to convert the denominator into 80 by multiplying with a suitable number to the denominators of the given fractions. And which number we are multiplying to the denominator, that same number we have to multiply to the numerator. So we will see that. So the first fraction is 3 by 4. So what we will multiply to the 4, then we will get as 80. So 24s are 80, then we have to multiply by that same number to the numerator, and it is equal to 23s are 60 and 24s are 80. Now the second fraction is 3 by 5, and what we will multiply to the 5, then we will get 80, and by that same number we will multiply to the numerator. So the number is 16, and by that same number we have to multiply to the numerator. So 16 3s are 48 upon 80. Now the next one is 7 by 8. So what we will multiply to the 8, then we are getting 80. 8 times 80, then by that same number to the numerator. 7 times 70, then 70 by 80. Now the last one fraction is 9 by 16, and hence 16 multiplied by 5 and 9 multiplied by that same number. So 9 5s are 45 and 16 5s are 80. This is how we converted unlike fraction into like fractions. So the like fractions are 60 by 80, 48 by 80, 70 by 80, and 45 by 80. This is how we can able to convert unlike fractions into like fraction. So the next topic of the lesson is comparing fractions. How to compare a fraction? So we will take an example. Though the example is as 2 by 3, 3 by 4, 5 by 12 and 9 by 16. All the fractions are unlike fraction. Though the first step in the first method is convert all the fractions into like fractions. And in the first method they told to find out the LCM of the denominators. So the denominators are 3, 4, 12 and 16. So we can able to find out the LCM as I taught. So the denominators are 3, 4, 12, 16. So first of all we will divide by 4. So 3 will be as this, 4 1s are 4, 4 3s are 12 and 4 4s are 16. Again we will take 3. So 3 1s are 3, 1 will be as this, and 3 1s are 3 and 4 will be as it is. Now the last one is 4 remaining value, that is a 1, 1, 1 and 4 1s are 4. Now as we got the LCM, the multiplication is at 4 into 3 into 4 and 4 3s are 12 into 4, and the LCM is equal to 48. Now we have to convert all the denominators of the fraction into 48. And while converting, by which number we are multiplying the denominator, by that same number we have to multiply to the numerator. So the first fraction is as 2 by 3. Though 3 multiplied by which number, then we'll get 48 as a denominator. So 16 multiplied by 3 is equal to 48. That is how we have to multiply to the numerator by that same number, and 16 2s are 32 and 16 3s are 48. The second fraction is as 3 by 4. Now which number multiply by 4, then we are getting as a 48 denominator. If we don't know the multiplicative number, then simply we can able to get that number by using division method. We have to put the LCM and we have to divide to which number we are multiplying. 48 divided by 4. So 4 1s are 4, 8 will be as it is, and 0 and 4 2s are 8, and this will be 8 also 0 0, and whatever the answer we got, that is nothing but a multiplicative number. Then we have to multiply by that same number 12 and 12 3s are 36 upon 48. By using that same method, we can able to solve the third one fraction, that is equal to 5 by 12, as 12 multiplied by 4 and 5 multiplied by 4, it is equal to 20 by 48. And the last fraction is 9 by 16, and 16 multiplied by and 9 multiplied by 3 and 3, then it is equal to 27 by 48. This is how we converted unlike fraction into like fraction. Now, as per first method, the rule is that whose numerator is greater, that is the greatest fraction, and whose numerator is smaller, that is the smallest fraction. So the greatest numerator is 36 by 48. After that it is 32 by 48. After that it is 27 by 48, and the smallest fraction is 20 by 48. As we can able to compare the fraction, then we can able to arrange them in ascending and descending order. Before going to arrange them, we will revise what is meant by ascending order and what is meant by descending order. Though the ascending order is defined as the arrangement of the numbers from smallest to greatest is called as ascending order, while the arrangement of the number from greatest to smallest is called as a descending order. By using the definition, the ascending order we can able to arrange then it is equal to smallest to greatest. So which one numerator is smallest? That is smallest fraction. That is why 20 by 48 is smaller than 27 by 48 is smaller than 32 by 48 is smaller than 36 by 48. Now these are the fractions which are like fractions. Now which are the original fractions? From that we got this like fractions. So that fractions are as 5 by 12 is less than 9 by 16 is less than 2 by 3 is less than 3 by 4. And this is how we can able to arrange them in ascending order. Now we can able to arrange them in a descending order also. So the descending order is greatest to smallest. So it is equal to 36 by 48 is greater than 32 by 48 is greater than 27 by 48 is greater than 20 by 48. Now the main fractions of these like fractions are 3 by 4 is greater than 2 by 3 is greater than 9 by 16 is greater than 5 by 12. And this is how we can able to compare the fraction by finding the LCM of the denominator, and we can able to compare them, we can able to arrange them in ascending and descending order. Now by using that same example and by finding the LCM of the numerator, how to compare, we will learn it. Though the another method is to finding the LCM of the numerators. So the numerators are 2, 3, 5 and 9. So the LCM of this numerator is 2, 3, 5 and 9. So 3 is divided into the two numbers. That is why 2 will be as it is, 3 ones are 3, 5 will be as it is, and 3 threes are 9. Now by using 3 again, 2 will be as it is, 1 will be as it is, 5 will be as it is, 3 ones are 3. Now 2 and it is equal to 2 ones are 2, 1 will be as it is, 5 will be as it is, and 1 will be as it is. Now the last number remaining is 5. That is why the 5 and 1, 1, 5 ones are 5, 1 will be as it is. Now the multiplicative numbers are 3 into 3 into 2 into 5, and it is equals to 9 into 10, and the LCM equals to 90. As we got the LCM of the numerators, so convert all the unlike fractions into like fractions whose numerator will be equal. So the first fraction is 2 by 3. So 2 multiplied by which number, then we will get 90 as a numerator. So 45 multiplied by 2 is nothing but 90, and by that same number we have to multiply to the denominator. So 90 by 135. Now the second one fraction is 3 by 4. Then 3 multiplied by which number? 30, and 4 multiplied by that same number, it is equal to 90 upon 120. Then the third fraction is 5 by 12, and 5 multiplied by which number and 12 multiplied by which number, then we will get 90 as a numerator. Though 18 multiplied by 5 is 19, by that same number we have to multiply to the denominator, that is why 90 divided by 216. Now the fourth fraction is, and last fraction is 9 by 16, and as 9 multiplied by 10 is 19, that is why 16 multiplied by 10, and it is equals to 90 divided by 160. Now we converted unlike fractions into like fractions whose numerators are equal. As per the rule of this method, the greater denominator is the smallest fraction, and whose the smallest denominator is the greatest fraction. So we'll go from the greater denominator is have a smallest fraction. So the greater denominator is 90 by 216. After that it is equals to 90 by 160, 90 by 135, and the last one is 90 by 120. So these are nothing but fractions, and hence we can able to say that 90 by 216 is smallest fraction than 90 by 160 is smallest than 90 by 135 is smallest than 90 by 120, and 90 by 120 is greater fraction. This is how we learn how to compare the fraction by both the methods. Now the next topic of the lesson is to insert fractions into given two fractions. In this particular topic we will learn how to insert a fraction in between given two fractions, how to insert a one fraction, how to insert two fractions, and how to insert three fractions into given two fractions. So we will learn one by one. So how to insert a one fraction into given fraction? For example, 1 by 3 and 3 by 5. So first of all, write the example, and afterwards write the example with a addition sign, 1 by 3 plus 3 by 5, and after that add the numerator plus numerator and the denominator plus denominator, that is equals to 1 plus 3 upon 3 plus 5, and whatever the answer we are getting, that is equals to 4 by 8. And if it is divisible, then divide it, so it is equals to 4 ones are 4 and 4 to the 8, and whatever the answer we got, that is equals to 1 by 2. And hence we can able to insert a one fraction into given two fractions. Now how we can able to insert two fractions into given two fractions? So example we will take 3 by 5 and 4 by 7. So to insert two fractions, follow the first method to add one fraction. So we will follow that only. 3 by 5 with addition sign we will write 4 by 7. Numerator plus numerator, denominator plus denominator, that is equals to 4 plus 3 is 7, and 7 plus 5 is 12. As we got a one fraction, now write it in the given two fractions. So 3 by 5, 7 by 12, which one we got, and 4 by 7, which one we was having. Now 7 by 12 plus the 4 by 7. So it is equals to 7 by 12 plus 4 by 7, and the numerator plus numerator, it is equals to 7 plus 4 upon 12 plus 7, and it is equals to 7 plus 4 is 11 by 19. This is how we got two fractions that are 7 by 12 and 11 by 19, and we can able to write it as in between the 3 by 5, 7 by 12, 11 by 19. This one we got as a new fractions, and we was having 4 by 7. This is how we can able to insert a two fraction into given two fractions. Now how to insert a three fractions into given two fractions? For example, 7 by 3 4 by 7. These are the two fractions. Now how to insert a 3 fraction in between these two fractions? We will learn it. The method is same as for the first fraction, 7 by 3 plus 4 by 7. So 7 plus 4 upon 3 plus 7, and it is equals to 11 by 10. And after getting the first fraction, arrange them with that given fractions, 7 by 3, 11 by 10 and 4 by 7. Now first of all add these two fractions, then 7 by 3 plus 11 by 10, it is equal to 7 plus 11 upon 3 plus 10, and it is equals to 18 by 13. And after that add these two fractions, middle and the last one. So it is equals to 11 by 10 plus 4 by 7, and it is equals to 11 plus 4 upon 10 plus 7, 15 by 17. This is how we got a 3 fractions that are 11 by 10, 18 by 13 and 15 by 17. Now we can able to arrange them in the given fractions that are 7 by 3, 11 by 10, 18 by 13, 15 by 17. These are the new fractions which one we got, and the last fraction which one we was having 4 by 7. This is how we can able to insert one fraction, we can able to insert two fractions, we can able to insert 3 fractions. Thank you very much.